know you need.
You know you
unique
need
New York.
You know New York. You need New York. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. There we go.
Let's
There we go. 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 There we
Places.
go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Welcome back to the podcast. 5 years late. Not the. Damn, bro. Really? Where'd he go? Hey. Oh, that was a shitty snap. That was a shitty snap too. There you go. Oh.
All right,
Thanks.
I get this started.
Thanks, Jamie. We got Jamie up in here. Jamie, give a shout out to yourself.
Shout out to Jamie.
Let's get some clapping for Jamie up in here.
Woo! I'm clapping my cheeks
Let's
for
try
Jamie.
let's try that new thing, Jamie.
Wait, what does she have?
Huh?
What does she have?
She's got some new techniques and stuff for us.
New technology.
Just you do a thumbs up when you're ready, and then I'll point the mic over at you. Welcome back, guys. We're not going to talk about all this stuff, the whole stuff that happened, so we're just going to skip and gloss over that. You guys are back. You're listening. We're here talking to you. You're either watching us on YouTube or you're listening to us on Spotify or something. Let's go, Jamie. There it is. There it is. Also that part.
All right, so we have a little soundboard.
Yeah, we got soundboards now. We're gonna see. We're gonna work on some new things for the podcast as best as we can, and we're gonna try our best to do stuff.
I feel like ideally, techno-futurist shit. The goal should be for us both to be replaced by soundboards, like automated soundboards, so we don't actually have to be
That
here.
sounds pretty tight.
Right? So we would be, basically our job would be to, post, but the robots would do our jobs for us.
So they would just like kind of talk. We would make
Yeah,
AI of
exactly.
us ourselves. Would
Yeah,
we tell the
exactly.
audience?
No, they don't have to know.
But we'd listen to it and make sure they don't say weird shit though.
Yeah, we would make sure, like, because
Or
we don't want to be like canceled or anything.
Yeah.
We don't want Will Smith to slap us.
Yeah, we don't. We don't want that.
I feel. I mean, obviously we have to fucking talk about
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna talk
But-
about it. Like that's like the biggest thing in the world right now.
But first, I'm Jonathan,
I'm Brandon.
and we are
5 years late.
5 years late.
You got good cadence going.
Thank you.
I like that.
Do
I
I
like
sound?
that a lot. Hey guys, hey, we missed you.
We missed you.
I don't know how long it's been for whoever is watching this currently, but I just know I missed you. And I know
I'm glad. I really missed recording. This is our first like real episode back. The last one was just me explaining how my world fell apart for a few months. But I'm alive. I didn't do any of the normal like mental breakdown things. I didn't get bangs. I didn't dye my hair.
you have a beard now.
So it's fine. I mean, that's fine. I don't think that's normal. Like, I feel like for a man, a mental breakdown, you usually either like.
You grow a beard.
No, I think you kill yourself.
No.
I think that's the usual thing.
When I was like extremely like not good, I
Mhm.
grew what facial hair I could grow as long as possible.
Oh yeah, you get the little like
And it was a
Fu
bad-
Manchu.
It was a little bad. It was a bad look.
Nah, you looked cool.
It was a bad look. I didn't like it. It wasn't fully developed yet. It's like 2 years ago. I now have more facial hair than I did before. Humble brag. It's still not a lot though, so I'm not growing it out. You guys won't see it probably till I'm 30,
And that's
Nah.
valid.
and that's valid.
Now, Walt Smoth,
Wall Smoth.
famous actor Walt Smoth. He is in what we in the medical community called down bad.
He is currently down bad. He's been down bad for a good hot horseshoe of a minute.
Yeah. It was very funny. The slap thing was funny because you could see that it was something that had built up. Like he had heard one too many jokes about entanglements or August Alsina or Tupac or whatever, and it all just came out.
I don't even think it was just the jokes.
Yeah.
There's obviously a lot going on. Like, not to say what he did was okay, because he should not have done that.
Yeah, but I get it.
But like if you guys were to put yourself in like his shoes, like yes, maybe you wouldn't have slapped him, but this man has been put through a lot.
Bro, yeah, he's Just like I feel like the last 2 years straight, he's been like a kind of like a punchline, and then Jada likes to go on YouTube and play therapist. So like, that can't be good.
That
Eventually, you're gonna snap.
that was it. It has not been good for him for a minute, and there hasn't really been like a win for him. Like he made a movie, he made a couple movies, and they were like they're okay. They're nothing crazy like his older stuff. You know,
I would chalk this up as a win.
I don't know about that. Did you see that Zoe Kravitz was saying some stuff about him?
No.
She posted on Instagram some like photos of her in dresses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's like something something such and such, and it I guess it's cool now to assault people at the Oscars.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
That's how you.
I'm gonna. Oh, so my take on all this shit is,
Yeah. Let's both fully dish out.
everyone needs to stop having takes. Two 50-year-old niggas went after each other. A 50-year-old man slapped another.
One win at the
Oh
other.
yeah.
There was
A
no
50-year-old
there was no
man.
combat.
Either way, a 50-year-old man slapped another 50-year-old man.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
it was crazy.
It was really funny. Also, I think we should bring back Celebrity Deathmatch, but it
They
should be
should just
live
box
action.
it out.
No, I want celebrities
No,
to kill
Will
each
would
other.
win though.
Will would win. He's tall as shit, and he's like kind of buff now. But I'm fine with that.
Damn,
We should have celebrities
There's
fight
gonna
each
be
other.
so much clown. He's gonna get clowned on by the whole like stand-up comedians. Like as like whole. Did you see what Joe Rogan said about it?
No,
So our man's, we all love Joe Rogan and his takes.
all of
But
his wonderful takes.
he basically said that he's like a weak man and a coward, and like he just should not have done that. Period. Like that's some weak man shit, and that he like was quivering, he was crying and shit, and then basically he was just like he should have just waited and talked to him backstage and be like that was not cool. Like
He should have waited and then been like, "All right, run me the friendly fade."
Did you get the girlfriend text asking you?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, my girl texted me like the next day. If somebody made fun of me at the Oscars, would you slap them?
And if they made fun of her because of a medical thing.
Nah, mine was just generally they made fun of her.
Like live on TV, would you do it?
Yeah, I guess I have
was
to.
asked that too.
I guess I have to.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
You gotta.
I mean, like I don't know if like some of these guys that are just saying bad stuff about Will, like if they've ever had like a woman they like love.
That's the thing. I do
like,
get it.
Like they loved that much.
It's one of those things where you don't have to condone something to understand it.
Yeah. I mean,
get it.
I get why he did it.
Especially, so Jamie pointed out, I didn't even notice it, but I actually like now thinking back on it, he did like laugh at first.
He did. He
And
definitely did.
He knew, he knew that fucking car ride home.
It was
He was like, "Oh
he-
fuck,
he
I
was
gotta
like,
take
it
care of
was
this
like
shit."
Ha ha ha, kind of like a chuckle, and then she was just like,
She was
she
about
rolled
to
her eyes and she looked. You could see her turning, looking over at him, and then the camera goes back to Chris, and then just the next shot is him like walking towards him. You see Will's back, and then just
Yeah, he was up. He walked up there like
Wow.
arms swinging like George
Wow.
Jefferson.
and then I wonder what Chris thought Will was gonna do. Like maybe like shake him.
I
Like-
thought it was
like-
gonna be like a joke. Like he was gonna, you do the thing of like jokingly, you go up to your homie, like, you softly,
like you grab him like
yeah, you
"Ah,
punch
you
him or whatever. But it's
bastard."
like you're not really making like
he was
hard
heated.
contact.
He was mad.
Yeah, he threw like that's like you don't like slap a man like that. That's like something that's usually reserved for like I don't think that even like I think if you try to slap a man like that, you like a white glove like forms on your hand before you even make contact.
It's like a degrading kind of thing. Like that's what it is.
I
Like,
feel like yeah,
it's
he
like-
was.
It's like if you slap like pimp slap a man like that, it's just basically like extremely demeaning. Like usually you see that kind of thing with like a mob boss or like a leader type person slapping the underling. It's like know your place, bitch.
Yeah,
That's what that slap is. Like if he was gonna be aggressive, he should have like just punched him.
yeah, that's what makes it like more disrespectful.
He slapped him. Like
I, you know what, I kind of respect it.
he just like
That's such a weird position. What do you? Because you can't like have a nigga moment at the Oscars.
What if Chris Rock just rushed him? You gotta respect him because he has like the best self control like in existence.
He ate it. He got slapped and like immediately popped back up and wow. That's how I knew it was real because that reaction. That's how a person reacts.
Yeah,
if
you pointed out that like he was gonna say something.
Yeah, he went. I could, and he like laughed it off. So he was gonna say something.
He could have win.
And somebody in his fucking earpiece went, "Chris, please don't do that. The police are on their way. Please don't do that."
But were they?
You are scaring all the white people here.
Were they though?
No, definitely.
They didn't call the police on that. And then like 5-10 minutes later, he went up and he had his speech for the Oscar he won.
That's such a power move.
Dude, you know, I saw on Instagram that Samuel L. Jackson got his first ever Oscar. And
that's fucked.
Nobody's talking about it because Will basically took all of the sunshine away from everybody else. Like fucking Samuel L. Jackson is like a super great like actor and like he's like, you know, I don't have to explain it. He got his first Oscar and like it's like oh cool.
No, I want to see niggas fighting. I get that though cuz I don't really care about award shows. I don't watch them. Yeah. But I was like, as soon as I heard that, I was excited. I was like, let me hit Twitter real quick. Let me see what's going on.
I saw it on Twitter. I was like, somebody talked about it. I was like, I can't believe Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I was like, what? And then I went on Instagram and it's like, fucking my screen was flooded. And then I first watched the slap, like the strutting, and then the wow. And then I saw the other video of keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. You know?
Yeah. He was about to cry.
Shit. I thought it was like fake. But then when I saw that shit, I was like, oh, he's not.
Yeah,
his lip was quivering, he was red, he was like slightly teary-eyed.
Yeah, he looked like he was waiting for like ecstasy to kick in or something. Like he was just like sitting there like nervous, like shaking and shit.
The moment I saw that, I sent him like all of the videos. And I was just like, we have to talk about
yeah,
this.
He started messaging me like he had like a medical emergency or something. I was like, is this nigga dying? He's having a heart attack or something?
I honestly, like, I don't know why I feel for Will so much. I think it's because...
You know what it is? We've all been down bad before.
Yeah.
We've been down bad.
Maybe I'm just relating to him. No, but it's not even that. It's just like he's known to be such like a nice, like...
Yeah, he snapped.
He fucking snapped. Like he was... Will Smith, the guy who was like the safe rapper, the original black guy that was a rapper that white people liked.
Yeah,
it was like, let's rap about loving and hugging your mom, you know, like shit like that. And like he wasn't like a gangster rapper.
Yeah,
he's been that his career has been squeaky clean this whole time. He's always been just like a super nice, little bit corny kind of guy.
Yeah,
and then his life has gotten to such a point to where he literally snapped live at the Oscars and smacked somebody, walked up on like, dude.
He's been wanting to do that for a long time.
Like, how much shit has this man been put through to get to that point?
Yeah, I mean, just think about like when even was that like 2018? Like when the August Alsina thing happened?
No, that's way too early. I think
that was more recent.
It was either
right?
last year or the year before. It wasn't that long ago.
Whenever that happened, like since that happened. That has been like a running joke.
Like just the meme of him just being like just dead faced.
Oh yeah, when he was on like Jada's show.
She literally told him live on TV,
God.
and people say that like oh he knew before. If you watch his reaction, dude, it like maybe
was hurt.
Maybe he had a hunch, or like you know you think about when you're in that situation, like oh my wife and are open or whatever this is. It's like oh what you got.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage, dude.
That's what it's one of those things where it's like I have a hard time feeling bad for anybody above like a certain net worth. But like watching that fucking video where he's like
how much money?
Like clearly
money's not gonna fix that.
Yeah, exactly. Like
He's
there's a point
fucked.
where it's like you are so heavily down bad, like even money can't buy your way out of it.
Like dude, it's honestly to me when I watch all that, my first reaction was like extreme empathy for him and sadness. Like I just felt so bad. Like it's like if Mr. Not like just this is a great,
Mr. Rogers.
great over exaggeration. But like if imagine if Mr. Rogers did something like somebody that you would never imagine do something like that. Like their life has gotten so bad to the point where they snap and they do something like that. It's like such like a hard thing to see, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's what like triggered me a little, I guess. Because then I was like, what did this woman put this man through?
It was a vibe shift.
And I think there was even like years ago, she would always talk about Tupac and like how
oh yeah, no,
he's like the true one, like the love of her life.
Yeah.
And then like why you don't have to say that on TV, dude.
Yeah, you gotta keep that to yourself.
Like I get it. Like if you're like a woman and you're like deeply in love with somebody and he passes away, that's like a special person to you.
Yeah.
And then obviously the person after is gonna know that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys like talk about it and then you like move on.
Work
from
it out together.
But like if you go, oh yeah, he's this and that for me, and you like put all over the TV, and then like millions of people see it, and he just has to deal with it. She just shares too much. Like how do you do that?
You know what? It's like there's a weird because we kind of we can like recognize like messy behavior.
Yeah.
But she is like a different type of messy.
I feel so bad. And then even Jaden Smith, he tweeted like, "Oh, that's how we do it," or some shit. To be fair, like obviously that's his mom.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna want somebody like if you see your mom struggling and she's like extremely sad about something and somebody jokes about it, you're gonna get fucking mad.
Yeah, obviously.
And obviously if you're the husband too, like you're gonna get fucking mad.
Yeah, that's why I can't like fault. Like I just think like people trying to like take sides on this is like stupid because it's like I don't know. Like I obviously like I don't know. People are kind of doing the thing of like trying to like talk about how bad of a person Chris Rock is or whatever.
What?
And I don't really agree with that.
No,
but it's also like
his joke was mild.
It was yeah, and like
I'm not
but at the same
arguing
time
that it's not.
it's like I get why you would get angry about that. You know what I mean?
Like for her?
Yeah, like I don't really fault Chris Rock for it. I just also understand like why, specifically why she got mad. And
it's like kind of like nobody's like
Wall Smoth
there's no
that
like
way.
like correct person here. Obviously, Will's very much in the wrong.
Yeah,
Chris maybe did something
I
like
just get
a
it.
little not okay, but he didn't really do anything like egregiously disgusting. You know, it wasn't
yeah.
like
We got noise in the background.
it wasn't like that like disgusting and bad that
Yeah,
like dude. I just feel bad for Will Smith and his wife Jada just putting him through it. I don't know if that like what happened to them was cheating because it's like
yeah. It's still not clear because it was like
people
his-
say open relationship or like oh they knew.
his reaction to it was so weird because it was like, so what the fuck? What is happening?
Yeah, because he does
Like when they on that thing. What is their fucking YouTube thing?
I don't fucking know.
Whatever the fuck it's
Red
called.
Table or
But
some
like
shit?
his Red Table Talk.
I was very
Thank you, Jamie. But like whatever like when they were on that and they were talking about everything, like his reaction, the way he was like processing everything, really makes everything so much more confusing.
It
it's
doesn't
so
seem
like-
it seems like he didn't know.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck is happening?
Like you know
Jamie, you have input.
what's going on? And obviously that was not the case. Yeah.
He was
so-
obviously a little weird with like, hey, please don't fuck Jaden's friends.
like it and why did it have to be that? You know? Like she could have flown to Europe and just met a random dude, you know?
Or just I don't know, like just not everything needs to be aired out like that.
And it's the fact that it's like constantly put like, oh, the people need to know or like why? Like why
Yeah.
why, dude? Like what the fuck? Have some compassion for the man, dude.
Who do you think is gonna snap next? Like which celebrity?
I don't know, man.
I think JoJo Siwa.
Oh no.
I think she's gonna kill someone.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she came out.
yeah, she-
I would like to take credit. I've been said she was gay, like way before she came out. Yeah, I will take credit for JoJo Siwa being gay. That does sound bad.
That sounds really bad.
Well, I believe in. I think everyone should be gay. It's population control.
You think everyone should be gay?
Yeah, we don't need any more people.
Damn. I don't know about that. Not everyone. A lot of people can be gay if they want to be.
All right, let's say 85%.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe a limited time.
Wow.
I feel like there's a lot of traffic. I'm kind of annoyed by it.
See, there wouldn't be traffic. You're gonna get me started talking about trains. And I
Fuck.
don't feel.
Oh no. Let's talk about train. I'm very pro train.
Dude. I watched I saw this infographic, right? Guys, it's train time. Welcome back to the Train Podcast. And I seen this infographic and
Sponsored by Autism Speaks.
it was like, dude. And it was like look, I had some people telling me
What?
that I'm the one that derails the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you see that if you're not listening to this man constantly saying some random
Well,
shit.
I felt like we should shout out the sponsor.
And then now we're gonna talk about this thing. This is me, dude.
Also, you
know
said
who you are.
derail. That's a train thing.
Now we're back on trains.
See?
Okay, so basically, the infographic showed how many people a train can move in a couple hours, and it was like a couple hundred people, right?
Mm-hmm.
From point A to point B, and it changed to buses. It was one train can do a couple hundred people, and then it was like, oh, that same amount of people, how many buses would it take? And it was like 3 or 4 buses, and then it goes down to cars, and then that is 80% of the page.
Yeah.
It's like this much cars, it's gonna move those people. Also, and this much parking for where they were and then where they're gonna be. So that means now all this space is being used for parking, and all this space is using for the parking from where they came from. So that
Also,
means,
a shit ton of fuel being used.
yeah. So that means that if there was just more 2 or 3 trains, there would be no parking problems. There would be way more parks and shit. There'd be more housing for people. It would be cheaper.
Yeah.
Damn, man. You guys gotta get on that train stuff. If you guys are listening to this, you gotta learn about trains.
You gotta get on that train stuff.
Look, trains are the best. It's the way of the future, dude.
I want how Joe Rogan's obsessed with
Chimpanzees and
Well,
their steely
before-
muscles.
his old thing was you gotta try DMT, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's gotta smoke DMT.
My thing is trains.
Your thing is gonna be trains.
You guys gotta learn about the trains, man. We gotta get on the trains together and push that shit. Everything will be cheaper.
Yeah, Jamie
Yeah.
says fuck bitches, get money,
And that's about trains.
and build trains.
Yeah. We would
It's actually today is Trains Day of Visibility, right? Is that not?
You're a dude.
Shout out to all the trains people.
You know how much it costs for you to go to San Francisco, and how fast it would take you 30 to 40 minutes for $9 to $15. Imagine that round trip. You could leave at 6 in the morning and come back at 9 o'clock, and you had a whole day at San Francisco. What's going on?
I don't
There it
know
is.
about
That's
that
how
one,
I feel.
Jamie.
You remember that was the
How-
I don't like what they called him. That's the crackhead kid.
I think he's just fucked up.
It's a little fucked up.
Oh no, I mean the kid. He's fucked up.
No, yeah, he's fucked up. Not in a bad way.
I'm allowed to say that. I'm a
Probably has
doctor.
mental thing, and then or maybe he's just a really weird kid. I could
Yeah,
totally
you ever-
imagine my
have you ever been
11-year-old
around,
self doing some weird shit like that.
Have you ever been around an 8-year-old? They're fucking bizarre. They're barely human.
Yeah, basically.
It's like a
they're
hyper
learning.
dog.
They're learning how to be human. If
Yeah.
anything.
It's like if
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! What was that called? Look it up. Look it up.
wait, I'm sorry. Can I ask, how did San Francisco become a gay city?
I honestly don't know. We'll learn about it. And we'll talk about it next podcast.
They have gay birthright.
If there was more trains, there'd be less parking. There'd be more housing. There'd be less homeless people. Everything would be cheaper. There'd be less gas. There'd be more parks. The Earth would be greener. Everything would be better. Boom, that's
Sis,
it.
you snapped.
That's my shit right there. That's train shit. dude.
Period.
And then if there was more trains, there'd be more money for infrastructure, and the trains would be cleaner, like in Japan or Europe.
Or Budapest.
There it is. We'd be talking about
We-
trains up in this podcast, bro.
How did you speak so fucking
I get
quickly?
so passionate about trains. I really want to go on a bullet train. It's literally one of my dreams. Just being
I would like to.
on the European countryside, just going 500 miles an hour, and then just it's just green, and then that's how America would be. Well, I guess not the desert parts, but it'd still be really cool.
Can we get like a different sponsor?
A train company?
Yeah, because I've heard Autism Speaks is like problematic.
Really?
Maybe can we get sponsored by like the concept of trains?
I like that.
What about Thomas?
Thomas
Is he
a good
real?
train.
Is he?
Vivarium. Oh, we're gonna
Vivarium.
talk about Vivarium. We will talk about Vivarium. So you want me? I'm just gonna describe it to you. Okay. So there's a young couple. You don't need to know any of the backstory. It's not really relevant. They're a young couple, and they go to a real estate place, and then there's this weird, like, kind of like pale, like kind of cardboard cookie cutter human kind of guy.
It's
Like,
Mark Zuckerberg.
You could tell, yeah. Basically, think Mark Zuckerberg.
Imagine a human with no human features.
Okay, so no. He's a person, but he doesn't feel like a person.
Well, because that's the thing. Like Mark Zuckerberg he's like, you look at him, it's like, okay, that's a human, but like you wouldn't be able to describe him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any features that stand out.
Okay, so that's how this guy is, and he has like this weird way of speaking. So then he's talking to the couple, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we've got a lot of housing, and then it's a lot of families are moving. There's a lot of families there, and then you're gonna love it." And then they're like, "Okay," and then he's like, "How about I go take you?" They get in this guy's little cab thing. Oh, it's in Europe, by the way. And then
Obviously.
he drives, and then once they pass, like, just imagine the scene, right? It's like the camera's like low to the ground, and you see the sign of like the, you know how like housing areas have like a name, like Blueberg Meadows, like stuff like that, and they'll have a big sign. Okay, so they drive past the sign, and then like something's eerie, and then just the kind of like the way all the houses are set up is like what's the movie? The Cat in the Hat.
Oh,
it's
fuck.
It's all like that. So
or like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, so they go and they're like,
Fucked up.
where's all the people? Well, then the guy's like, oh, this area there's not a lot of people move in yet, but they're moving in. So then once the couple goes in the house, the guy starts like the lady says something, and he mimics her like a fucking audio recording. Like she goes like, "Oh my god, that's so weird," and he goes, "Oh my god, that's so weird," and then it's like, "What the fuck?" And in that moment, like, boom, something's wrong. Something's immediately wrong. And then he's like, "Oh," and then they're talking. They're like, "This is weird. We need to get the hell out of here. Like, I don't like this." And then they go downstairs, and the guy's gone. And then I think they followed him in their car. My bad. So they go back downstairs. He's gone. His car's gone. And then there's like a tray of food and stuff that he leaves for them in this little house. They go outside. They get in their car and they drive until there's no gas in that car. And they just keep going in circles, and they always end up in front of the same house.
I don't like that.
That's the premise. It is insane. It's called Vivarium. If you guys haven't seen it and that sounds cool to you, please watch it. It's so weird. And then there's like a baby, and there's just, it gets crazy, dude.
I don't like that.
I
kept having this weird. So my last job, I was doing like deliveries to kitchens, like at schools.
Yeah.
And I kept having this. There's this one school in East LA that I kept having this weird thing where like, you know, like you feel when like someone's watching you.
Yeah.
But it was like very specific because, you know, I was doing like deliveries in the hood, and then it was like, you know, I was like, okay, there's like a tweaker over there or some shit. But this like specifically, I would always specifically feel like there was like an old lady watching me.
Oh.
And I don't know why. I don't know what like caused it.
Yeah.
Because any other place, there was like a lot of scary places I was like delivering, but it was like, even like there was places that were like, everyone would say were like haunted. And even that, it was just sort of like a general like kind of spooky vibe to it.
Yeah.
But this like specifically, I was like, there is an old lady watching me.
Okay, so basically, like, you go from place to place, like, it's like in the same area, or like, how does that work?
A particular neighborhood, and then like this one, you like most of the schools you drive onto the campus.
Yeah.
This one you couldn't do that though. And that's what made it scarier, because you would have to walk through this like hall of like fencing, and it was pitch black because I would be there like 2 a.m.
Oh, cool.
Which is like witching hour.
Yeah, love that. Love that word.
That's what like freaked me out. It was so specific. That was like I had a particular thought for like an old lady, It wasn't just like, oh, it's spooky.
Yeah.
And the point is, you know, Brandon's roommate is gone today. So I hope you enjoy thinking about that. I hope you have a good time.
Imagine if that was like the actual case and I'm just like fucking laying down with all the lights on, just staring at the wall.
Yeah, it would be fucked up if I left you to deal with that right now.
Well, I mean, you're the one that's gonna go outside.
Anyway,
and you gotta drive home.
y'all be good. We love you. We missed you.
This was a good podcast. I felt like we got good energy. We love you guys. We miss you guys, and we're gonna figure our shit out, and we'll see you soon-ish. We're 5 years late, and we
Keep our fucking name out your mouth.
out your goddamn mouth.
Holy shit.
That happened last time too.
What the fuck? What did you do?
Out your goddamn mouth.
It turns back on. It's fully charged.